Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. About a year ago on this channel, I released a video where I swapped out my CNC control card for an open source controller. And in that video, I showed you the Pibot Electronics CNC 6-axis control card, the version 4.9 Pro. And in that video, I stated that this control card is great value for money as it offers all the functions and features we need in a normal or an average DIY CNC machine. And this version of the control card is still available and for sale on the Pibot website, and it's listed as their top seller. And before you ask, no, this video is not sponsored by Pibot Electronics. A few weeks ago, they've asked me if I would be interested in testing a pre-release on their new 5.88 Ultra CNC control card, and I said, yes, please, I'll be happy to test and give them feedback. And this is the pre-release control card right here. And if we look at the two controllers side by side, there are definitely similarities between the two boards, but there are major upgrades made on the new 5.88. And let's have a closer look at all those upgrades. Comparing the two control cards, we can see that they are exact same size, meaning the footprint is the same if you need to swap out from the old onto the new. And looking at the back of the control cards, we can clearly see all of the inputs and outputs and terminals are clearly marked and labeled, and it's compatible with grblHAL as well as FluidNC. So the 4.9 board ships with an ESP32 chip, whereas the Ultra board will ship with an ESP32S3 chip. The ESP32S3 chip gives us 8 megabit of flash memory and 8 megabit PS RAM. The Ultra version ships with FluidNC pre-flashed, but you can also install grblHAL. So looking at the board, on the drive side, the old version had screw terminals, whereas on the new board, we have JST terminals. But with your purchase, you'll receive a packet with all the necessary JST terminal tails. On the drive side, we still have 6 axes we can use, the X, Y, Z, A, B, and C. But with clever jumpering and with clever configuration, you can add a 7th axis if that is needed. In my case, I use a X, Y1, a Y2, and a Z. The other terminals are free and available for rotary access. The white terminal is for your external driver, where you connect your enable, step, direction, and ground. And when you use the internal driver, you plug it straight onto the headers. The green terminal goes straight to your stepper motor. Connectivity to the board is via the USB or Bluetooth or wireless. We also have a SD card slot for running macro files. And when powering the board via USB, just make sure that these pins are jumpered for the USB power. For your input supply, the control card is capable of running on 12 volt as well as 24 volt. It's rated at 30 volts, but I won't exceed more than 24. Just make sure that your pin selection on these pins or your jumper selections on these pins are correct. And when using the external power, this jumper for the USB needs to be disconnected. On the drive side again, we can see there's a change on the new board. We no longer have these pins where we need to jumper the enable, step, direction, and ground. This is all built internal to the circuitry, and we just connect straight onto the white terminal. We now have 42 LED indicators indicating the status of the axis as well as the inputs and the outputs. On the input side of the controller, the 4.9 has 8 input pins that we can configure and use for limit switches and probes and so forth, whereas on the Ultra board, we now have 10 inputs and they are all opto-isolated. And on the output side of the controller, we have 4 PWM pins that we can assign and program for maybe a laser. We also still have the RS485 terminal that we can use for a VFD. And we still have the 0 to 10 volt adjustable output that we can also use for spindle control. And if you want more control and flexibility over your CNC, the new Ultra board ships with a terminal where you can connect your handheld pendant. The handheld pendant is also available on the Pibot website, and I think it makes a great addition to your CNC control. And then when you make your purchase, you have options to add like an acrylic case to protect your control card, or even an OLED screen that you can plug straight onto the control board that will give you a status indication of the machine. And as I mentioned, the new Ultra board ships with FluidNC pre-installed, and you can find the configuration file on the Pibot's wiki site. But this control card is also compatible with grblHAL. If you want to run grblHAL on your machine, you can go onto the grblHAL web builder and build your firmware from there and flash it onto the control card. So at the time of the release of this video, the 5.88 Ultra is now available for sale on the Pibot's website, and it's currently their flagship CNC controller. It's capable of running a CNC router as well as a plasma machine and even a laser cutter. If you are building a new machine or planning to move to an open source control card, I will definitely have a look at the Pibot CNC controllers. The 4.9 version is still available and it's great value for money, and the new version, the 5.88 Ultra. I can definitely recommend the Pibot CNC controllers. And so the next step for me is to compile the grblHAL firmware and flash it onto the controller before I install it into my machine. And so if you like this type of content and want to see more, or maybe where I install the new 5.88 Ultra into my machine, please consider subscribing or giving us a like and follow along, or even leaving a comment at the bottom of the video. I thank you for watching.